At the end of June or the start of August, I set myself 2 goals. One, to hit 5,000 YouTube, and two, hit 10,000 on Instagram. And like most things in life, nothing really goes to plan. You create the steps out, you make the plan laid out for you, you take the action, but the results don't seem to come. And so if you have a channel, either through Instagram or YouTube or any other platform, and you're not growing, then this video is for you. Now, with YouTube, I started a year and a half ago, okay? And I took it seriously at around February time, at the start of this year. So it's almost been more than 6 months. February, March, April, May, June, July. And I'm very far away from my goal, right? And with my Instagram, where I'm supposed to hit 10K by the end of this year, I've got 3.5 months left. And I'm only sitting around 600 followers, right? It hasn't grown that much in the last year. There's certain things that we need to do in order to start growing our channels, okay? Now, of course, when you have a social media, the purpose is not to gain a bunch of followers, right? You need to enjoy the process. Like with YouTube, I love making videos. I love enjoying the process, but it's also nice to have, see numbers coming up, right? You don't chase numbers, but it's also nice to see that you're getting rewarded for your effort. When it comes to content and you're not growing, the first thing everyone should do, and something that I'm doing at this current moment, is pivoting, right? You need to pivot. If something's not working and you can see it's not working, don't double down on something that's not working, right? Start changing things up a bit, adapt to some things. Go on your YouTube or your For You page and see what videos are doing well. Then you add your own concepts to those videos and you add your own authenticity to it as well. So by doing this, you're keeping up the trends while also adding your own twist to it, right? So you're still keeping that authenticity. That's the first thing you need to do, is just pivot. If you know something's not working and if you're doing it for a long period of time and you're not seeing any growth, you need to start changing, start adapting to new videos. Pivot, pivot, pivot. It's the same thing in business and the same thing with creating content. So this may include creating vlogs, creating cinematic videos with your own concepts and your own ideas to them. Right, it's something that I've done in the last 2 videos, is create more cinematic videos. I'm getting much more traction, much more views. Okay, so pivot. The next thing you should do is really focus on thumbnails and subtitles. Okay, now especially when you watch Sam Sulek videos, he just does screenshots of his videos and he just gets hundreds of thousands of views. Right, but the problem is he's amassed a very loyal following that will watch his videos regardless, and we're not up to that point yet. Now, especially with me, I don't like overdoing things. I don't like overdoing thumbnails. I don't like overdoing titles. I like to keep things natural and authentic. But you do need to tweak it up a little bit, right? So with the titles, don't make it too clickbaity, but make it interesting for a viewer to click on the video. And with the thumbnail, make sure the thumbnail is enticing. Make sure it's high quality. The brightness is high so people can see the thumbnail and it's not too dark. Because something I used to do before was create really dark thumbnails and no one could see it. But don't go too overboard like Mr. Beast, okay? I don't like Mr. Beast types of thumbnails and titles. Don't do that. Keep it natural, keep it authentic, keep it on brand to you. But always put yourself in the viewer's perspective. If your video came down on your YouTube or For You page, would they click your video? Because if you can make an amazing video, right? But if they don't click on that video, if you don't make a good thumbnail or a good title, no one's going to click it, right? So that whole video, which may be amazing, is just been wasted. Okay, so do put some effort and consideration into your thumbnails and into your titles. Now, number 3 is provide value within your videos. All right, so if you're a vlogger, for example, and you like making vlogs and all that stuff, throughout the vlogs you need to give some value to your audience. Throughout your vlogs you need to teach your audience something which they can use in their day-to-day lives, so that way they can keep coming back to you as a source of information. This is so important. And if you keep making videos about me, and you only talk about yourself, the viewer is going to get a bit bored. They're getting nothing out of it. And it's a very one-sided transaction, okay? So when you're talking to the camera, speak to the audience behind them. I'm speaking to you, for example. Speak to the audience and provide value to them. Teach this audience something that you may have learned in the last week, the last year, or the last decade, or whatever. Just teach them something. And the best way to look at it is just by teaching to your younger self, right? Whenever I talk to you guys, I feel like I imagine myself talking to a younger version of me. So I'm kind of teaching myself, which is in return teaching you guys, right? So keep it a two-way transaction. You're talking to them, you're providing value, and you're not talking about yourself all the time. And lastly, if your channel is not growing, then just keep sticking with it, man. Like, I've been posting for a year and a half. Gary Vee said himself, he's been posting 2 to 3 years at the very start, and he had literally less than 10 views for the whole time, right? It wasn't until his third year he started gaining traction, right? Especially with YouTube. YouTube is a different game to everything else, right? Instagram, you can blow up in one video and get 10k followers, which I'm hoping for at some point, right, in the next 3 months. But with YouTube, you're playing a very, very long game. This is a decade-long game. The purpose of YouTube is not to blow up overnight. It's to build trust within your followers. YouTube is a long game. You know, keep pumping out videos, keep tweaking, keep pivoting, like I said before. Keep your authentic self in the videos. You know, don't copy someone else 100%. You know, maybe 80% of your own twist to it, obviously. But don't copy someone 100%. Keep it natural, keep it to you. So yeah, if your channel's not growing, pivot, try new videos, improve your thumbnails, improve your titles, and just keep posting and double down on what sticks, right? If you have a video that's getting 200 views compared to a video that had 50 views, double down on the video that had 200 views. Likewise, if a video gets 10,000 views and you only average around 500 views, then double down on the video that gets 10,000 views, right? And just keep posting. You'll find your voice, you'll find what you like posting most as you post more on YouTube. So I'm going to apply those principles to Instagram as well, so I can hopefully hit 10k by the end of this year. It's one of my biggest goals, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy this. You know, I hope it provides some value. I know this video is a bit different and not very cinematographic, but you know, some days where I don't feel like doing anything, I just pick up a camera and start talking, right? You know, I'm still posting, and that's what you guys need to do. In the days where you don't feel like doing something, just keep posting. All right, that's when the art of discipline comes in. So I hope this video helps. I'll see you later. Peace.